Solving question number 3514 from LeetCode, number of unique XOR triplet second version. So the question says we are given with an integer array nums. XOR triplet is defined as the XOR of three elements: nums of I, XOR nums of j, XOR nums of k, where I is less than or equal to j, less than or equal to k. Return the number of unique XOR triplet values from all possible triplet I, j, k. So this is the example. This is the array nums and the output is 2. Just by looking at the input, you can't predict how the output has come. They have given the explanation, but we will visually understand how to derive the solution. So first of all, moving on to the basics of XOR. So if both the numbers are the same, then the output will be 0. If there's a number with 0, then the output will be the number itself. This is the very important formula to be noted. XOR is commutative, that is A XOR B is equal to B XOR A. And XOR is associative as well. If you change the brackets, like the first two elements with the third element is equal to the second and third element with the first element. So this is how we'll be calculating. First of all, we'll calculate the XOR of first and then the XOR of first with the third one. I hope this is clear. Now we will visually understand how to derive the solution. This is the exact array that is given in the question. At the stage 1, we will have to generate pairs of XOR. So in the question we are given with 1 and 3, right? First of all, we will XOR 1 with 1. According to the formula, if both the integers are the same, then the output will be 0. So 1 XOR with 1 will be 0. And now if you're confused, how did XOR of 1 and 3 become 2? Here's the solution for it. So first of all, to obtain 2, you will have to convert 1 into binary. So 1 in binary will be 0 and 1. And then you need 3. 3 is 1, 1. You have to do XOR between these two. So you'll be getting 1, 1. 1 XORs with 1. It's the same on both the sides of XOR, so it will be 0. If x with 0, then it's x itself. So following the same rules, 1 XOR with 1 is 0. 0 XOR with 1 is 1. So converting this back to decimals, you'll get it as 2. That's why we have 2 over here. Same formula will be, calculations will be involved over here. This is 1 and this is 3. 3 XOR with 1 is also 2. And 3 with 3 is 0 because both are same, so it's 0. Unique pairs of result, pair XOR is 0 and 2. See, out of this, unique elements are 0 and 2. That is why we list it out in pair XOR. Now in stage 2, we'll be adding the third number. For pair of result 0, we need to XOR 0 with 1. So XORing 0 with 1 will give us 1 itself, because 0 with any element will give us the same element. Done with these both. Now pair of result for 2. 2 is 0 and 1. And 1, sorry, this is 1. And 2 is 1 and 0. So when we XOR 1 and 2 and 1, we'll be getting 1, 1, which is 3, right? Now moving on to next, that is 2 and 3. 2 is 1, 0, 3 is 1, 1, and we get 1 and 0, which is 2, which is 1, sorry. We got the proper result. Unique triplet results is 1, 3. So how many number of elements are there in our triplet XOR? It's 2. So we written the answer as 2. Now I hope you guys have understood how we get the answer. Now let's quickly look at the algorithm and try coding it. So this is the algorithm. Firstly, we need to mark all the unique numbers present in nums. To mark all the unique elements, we'll be using a boolean array. Let's do this parallelly. We'll read the algorithm and code it on LeetCode. Here we are on LeetCode, and let's create a boolean array. Boolean. This array is to check if the element is present or not. So we'll name it as present and boolean. Now the important question comes, that is, what should be the length of this array, right? So we are given with a very important constraint in our question, that is 1 is less than or equal to nums.length less than or equal to 1500, and 1 is less than or equal to nums of I less than or equal to 1500. This is a very important constraint that we need to remember, which gives us the size of the boolean that we are initializing. All numbers use at most 11 bits. XOR can't create a 12 bit. So the array size will be 2048, because nums of I is less than or equal to 1500, and XOR can't create 12-bit digit, right? So we'll be using this as our maximum array size. Let's initialize integer for it. Limit is equal to, and we'll pass that limit variable inside our present array. Limit. Then we are supposed to do what? According to the algorithm, what did we decide? Mark all the unique numbers. So let's run a for loop. Nums and present of n is equal to true. Next, we have step 2, that is take every pair of unique numbers, mark A or B is pair of XOR. Now to create a new pair of XOR which is unique, we will need another boolean array. Pair XOR is equal to new boolean. Again, the max length size will be limit. Then we need a for loop. We'll take the elements inside it to be A. A should be less than limit and A++. If it's present, then only we can. If it's not present, we just have to come out of the loop, because the element is not present. Calculating other stuff will be waste of time. So if the element is not present, then continue. Otherwise, run a for loop. Int b is equal to 0. B is less than limit b plus plus. Okay, now if this is present of b, then we need to calculate, oh sorry, what the hell happened? We need to calculate the pair XOR. Pair XOR of A XOR B will be true. Okay, now what's the next step? Take every available pair XOR in with every unique number, mark the result in triplet XOR. Now we need to create one more array, boolean named triplet XOR. Boolean triplet XOR is equal to new boolean limit. And then we need to combine every pair XOR with the third value. For this we follow the same steps, okay? Same, these things itself. We'll do it. For int, let's say XOR equal to 0 and XOR is less than limit and XOR plus plus. Then we have to check if it's not present, then continue. And now for int c is equal to 0 and c goes up to limit c plus plus, if it's present of c, then triplet XOR of c, triplet XOR of XOR and the symbol c is equal to true. Okay, we are done with this step, and now comes the counting part. Count the true values in the triplet XOR. This will give the exact count that we have to return. Now we will go here, name a variable count which we have to return, and for boolean n from triplet XOR if better than n, we can write exist because that will create a little bit more readability and understanding would be good. Exist, if it's exist, then exist will return what? True or false. If it's true, then count plus plus. And we are supposed to return count. Okay, we are done with the solution. Let's run it against the test cases. A spelling mistake. We missed U. Tenth line. How did it become that way? present, present. I've written it the same way everywhere. Present. Okay, now let's submit. Oh god. Okay, let's check debug this. Let's use this test case and check for the solution where we went wrong. Firstly, we created an array, boolean array present, which is used to indicate if the number is present or not. And then we have one more boolean array called pair XOR, which is tested against present. If the element is not present in present, then we just have to continue. And if it's present over there, then we need to OR it, XOR it with A and B. Basically, what you're doing over here is you're passing two loops, for loops, against the same array. Like, firstly, from the start to end, like you take one element from the array that is given to us, and you run the same loop against the same array for the all the elements of the array. You'll be comparing first element with all the elements of the array, second element with all the elements of the array. That is what is happening here. Okay, yeah, we are doing this right. Check if it's present and then move here. If it's present, then add that to pair, and then we create one more XOR triplet, then move against the XOR triplet. Here we are supposed to check it against pair XOR, not the present with the pair XOR. Here present is correct, but here we are doing triplet from the pair XOR, right? Pair XOR. I hope the solution is correct now. Let's just test it. Yeah, see, this was the test case that was showing us the wrong answer. Okay, let me explain what happened. See, the thing is here, mark all the unique numbers present in the nums. This we did. And take every pair of unique numbers, mark A or X or B in pair XOR. This also we did. This was correct. But in this thing, take every available pair XOR. We had to take this, but we took this here, which was completely wrong. Okay, and XOR it with every unique numbers. Mark the result in triplet. So using this, we had to create the triplet. I hope where we went wrong, I just mentioned about it. And now let's submit this. Okay. Now let's talk about the time complexity. So again, here we have U to be the unique input values. Creating pair XOR will take us like big O of U square because we have two for loops. And creating triplet XORs will take us big O of 2048 and U, because you have to check against every pair XOR, right? The outer loop goes to every element of pair XOR, and the inner loop will go up to this unique elements. So total is U square plus 2048 U. Simplified big O of n square, because you don't usually involve this constant thing. And the space complexity, 3 boolean arrays of size this one is created. So it's big O of 2048. And since this is the constant, we just keep it as big O of 1. That's all for today. Thank you.